Alright guys, so we are back again getting ready to install the cockpit piece on Commander Cody's Ewing. So we're going to start by adding a 1x2 stud or brick and then two 1x2 tiles on the back of it, like so, which will allow us to just sink that in there. The next thing that we're going to do is take this one stud and then, again, this one stud brick. Take the two of them, layer them together like that, place that on top of there like that, which will allow us to seat that in just like that, so that when the cockpit closes, it is a perfect seal along that edge. The same thing on that side as well. So now we have the front end of this ship ready to go. So now we're going to come around back here and we're just going to remove that white tile right there. And to replace that white tile, I have built this assembly here, which is just one of these, one of these, one of these pieces, and then a cheese slope, and this section here. So we start this by taking this and clicking this on facing that way, and then this here, adding this on to the front like so, and finishing it off with that. So this whole assembly is going to go right there. Now we're going to start working back here on some of the details for the back end of the ship. And for those, I have a lot of tiles that we are going to be placing and replacing things with. So first thing is first, we are going to take a 1x6 tile and place it there, spin over here, and do the same over here, just like that. And back here in the tail of the ship, we're going to take this 1x4 tile and just kind of tilt the wing down and attempt to, there we go, click that in just like that. And now 1x3, and there we go. And then just to kind of cap that off, we're going to add in a slope piece here. So, that being done, now I just have to find the other bits we were going to use on this side. So again, a 1x4 tile, and then another slope piece. We'll just go on just like that. And then again, we will place that right there. Now, for the very back of the build, I am wanting to kind of change the way this looks just a smidge. Not too much, but just enough to make a slight bit of difference. And what I want to do is add basically one of these trans blue sections onto the back of the build. And the way that I intended to do that is by taking one of these, let's see, I know I've got one in here. Actually, I may not have one in here. The way I intended to do that is taking a 1x1 stud, placing it there, where this is, and having it replace, so remove that, and then we'll remove these two here and here. I guess we'll go ahead and just remove this whole section here. Go ahead and pull that off, replace it with this, place that in there like that, and see if this will all fit back in here neatly, and so it does. So now we will just add our assembly from earlier back onto the top like so. So now we have the engines, both sides of the cockpit, and the fuselage of the plane finished. There are some other details that we're going to add in very, very quickly. I want to add 2 of these orange grate pieces over the engine, or over the 2x2 stud, or the 1x2 stud there and over here. And yeah, we've got some beautiful progress done on this now. I'm not 100% sure that we'll be keeping that droid socket, but that's in the video for another time, because I think what I could possibly do is place one of those there. But we will continue that at a later date. So again, guys, thank you for joining us this time, and as always, keep building.